Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And we're off from Baltimore. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. Second down coming up. And I think they can finally loosen their collars just a little bit, Brock. A nice little cushion now off their own goal line.
That necktie is knotted pretty tight when you're down there smelling your own goal line. So it gives them a little room. Exactly what they needed.
A toss now to Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Third down give to Robinson. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Tua out of the pistol. He finds him beyond the marker. And on 4th down, they come through with a gain of 11. This drive continues. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you would better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus. Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Here's Tagovailoa on 2nd down. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Third and long for him here. He's got London left side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick.
The 1st down pass. Intercepted.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. There's the hit. They're going to force him out of play with a gain of about 12. And that's going to bring up a Ravens first down.
12 yards.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
Here's Jackson to throw. This is Cox. That's Walker. And they're on it right away with that tackle. Stop comes at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Jackson looking to throw. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, able to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
The left side is nabbed by Bateman. They manage about 9 before a stop is made. That is good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
It's close, but he's not going to score. Out of bounds right at the goal line, Brock. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. A designed run, Jackson keeping it. And he gets in, touchdown! Is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins here with Robinson. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Well, you've taught me, Brock, sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Penix looking to pass. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. That's Dotson with a catch out right. And out of bounds he goes, well short of that marker. That brings up 4th down.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. Trying for it with Penix. Oh, trying forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Ravens will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15. Offense in the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, run for Henry. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, knock down that runner.
Throwing on second, Jackson. Rolling left, buying some time. Trying to get back to the line, but he's going to be just short. They got to him first. That's Christian Harris. And that stop makes it 3rd and a very unlucky 13 now for this offense. Motion man sent left. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got his man in the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, the 17-yard score. Here's Luke for the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. They bump their lead up to 14. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for 1st down. Back to work after throwing the pick. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. They get to him. He's hit, brought down after a gain of about 10. And that is good for an Atlanta 1st down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. 1st and 10 for Penix. And he is just 2 of 4 throwing since coming into this ball game. Connects on the crosser. Nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. Penix on 1st and 10. Now 3 for 5 throwing the football since coming into the game. Finds a seam down the middle. They track him down finally as this play goes for about 20. And that's going to be good for a Falcons 1st down.
1st down, Atlanta.
From the red zone on 1st. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not at the standard they set for themselves.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This 32 yards out on the right hash. The kick by Folk is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
And with those 3 points, you just dig yourself out of a little bit of a hole. You know, coming out of halftime, you've got to firmly be in comeback mode.
To kick off for Atlanta.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
35-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Final throw before the break. Oh, he puts some air under this one, right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Working on 2nd down. Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Lamar. What a difference a play makes. This one not working out in their favor. He's hauled to the ground. Mason Smith. And that will make it 2nd down now and 16 to go. All right, they're shuffling things around a bit. Throwing on 2nd. Lamar. Throwing for Andrews, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back for the pick 6 and the Atlanta touchdown. Here's Penix and the Falcons. They're looking to tack on 2 more.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
Ravens 14.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Jackson throwing here. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. First play of the drive, Brock, you always tell me that's always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. That's going to set up a Ravens 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away. And that's just a good call there. Not the type of lead or the down where you should be forcing anything. So good call there to just get rid of it.
Yeah, this is called game management, right?
Yep.
People get this bad perception of a game manager. He's a game manager. Well, you should be a good game manager. And make sure you throw it away if nothing is there.
He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now here's Lamar. Chased out to his right. Sometimes they hit and breaks up the catch. Incomplete. That defensive effort is going to force 4th down.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. They're going for this. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Robinson on the inside give. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's Penix on 2nd down. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To the air with Penix. We look underneath here. Robinson. And this is going to be short. Looks for sure like he'd have it, but they stopped him about a yard short, so it's 4th down. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. He's got it to his running back. And they come through clutch on the call to go for it to gain a 24 on that 4th down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Brought in. They'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy can turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. Bijan Robinson from 5 yards away. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead. They've got here in the 4th.
Ravens 14.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying.
To kick off for Atlanta.
This will end up as a touchdown.
Ali on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. This is Henry to start the drive. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. can really create some indecision now defensively.
This is Henry on second. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, third down. Working quickly here.
Brings up third down.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. Stop is made after a gain of about 7. That's going to be enough for the first.
We call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
And they're not going to have time for another play here. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Ravens trail by a field goal. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Lamar back to throw. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And he's out of bounds at the opposing 15-yard line. A clutch moment for a massive play. 34 yards.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain, turning it into an explosive play.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
When no springing a big play on that one, it's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Need to keep this drive going. Here's 4th and inches. Jackson trying to sneak it. And this is not going to be enough. They knew it was coming. They were ready to counter it. And the push is set away on 4th. It's a turnover on down.
Oh, man. This is great.
Desperately needed first down.
It's not about how you start, buddy.